I loved sports when I was in high school, especially when I was really young. In elementary school, I played about everything you could play. I lived in a small town, so you just went outside and played with all the neighbors. And so we would play football, and we'd play basketball and baseball, whatever the season was in, it seemed like we played it. But I really developed a love for basketball, especially by the time I was in junior high. And I was really influenced by my high school coach, Steve Longfellow, that kind of took me aside and said, if you love it, you might want to continue doing it. And that's when I started thinking about college and playing in college, and then playing in college with the purpose of going into coaching and teaching. So it's been on a track for a long time. So it's something that probably started way back probably in 5th grade, where I started developing a love for the game. And then it just continued to grow. And then when I got into college, I could see how basketball coaches could have a tremendous influence on someone's life by the time they're 18 to 22. It's really a critical time where you develop as a person, and you're away from home for the first time, you're making decisions on your own. So I could really gravitate to being a college coach. And so after 9 years of coaching at the high school level, when this job opened up and my mentor Homer Drew left, I decided to take a chance at being a college coach. I was being recruited by Bethel when I was in high school, and actually Dr. Steve Kramer was working in the admissions office at that time, and so he was recruiting me as a student athlete. And Tom Firestone was head basketball coach, and he had talked to me about Bethel. And I was stubborn. I made my own decision. I didn't really follow anybody else. I went to a different school and found out that I probably didn't make the right decision for me. So I had friends that were here at Bethel, and so after the first year of college, I transferred to Bethel. It was the best decision I've ever made. Yeah, Steve Kramer, he was a big influence on my life. I've known him since we went to high school at the same place, at Lavelle High School. Then my high school coach, Coach Longfellow, had a tremendous impact on my life, kind of gearing me towards my college decisions. And then while I was at college, I really think the guy that really got me thinking about the next level in coaching was Homer Drew. And Homer became a strong mentor for me, not only while I was coaching at high school, but then as I coached to college, he remained a close mentor to me and my family. Anytime you're coaching, you find that you create success, and it's hard to continue success. That's probably one of the biggest things that it's great getting to the mountaintop, but staying there is really a challenge, because you create a target on your back that everybody's trying to knock you off. And so over the years, that's always been a tremendous challenge for me. Probably the next one is professionally to reinvent myself on the way I do things professionally and not get stagnant by just doing the same thing every day. And so that's been a real challenge for me, to try to make sure I'm creative. I'm trying to do different things different ways. And I'm trying to learn as much as I can every day about my players and how to deal with college players. So those are the main challenges they have. You always are going to have the issues of injuries and all those things that come up. Our league is a challenge in itself, playing against the best people in the country. I think really it goes back to just facing those challenges and enjoying the ride of attacking those challenges every day. I said the other day at my press conference, I didn't work here for income, I worked for outcome. I wanted to see success as based on having a significance. Success, I think a lot of people define success as winning and money. And I don't really look at success as winning and money. I think success comes from giving your very best every day. And success comes from making sure that every day counts. And if you can do those things every day, I think that you are successful. And I think so many times our culture puts a different spin on what success has to be. But true happiness comes from knowing that you've done your best. Doesn't have to be the best, but it has to be your best. And I think that that's where I really look for every day, is trying to give my best. And then success to me is building strong relationships with my players. They mean a lot. And just not the current players, but the players I've had for 30 years. Being able to still be connected to their life has been important.